You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hello, pet parents. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. Okay, today it's all about the cats. And what do you have when you have cats? You have cat litter, and then you have mess. But no more. I have a solution and a really cool product to tell you about. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
My golden retriever Sundance is a lot more playful now. She has more pep and energy.
Tons of energy.
Happy the rescue dog is happy the healthy dog.
Petey is having fun again. He's got a shiny coat and a good healthy weight.
Molly's been having 4 scoops a day. She pushes her little bowl all the way across the room, emptying every last single crumb. She has slimmed down and gotten this puppy look.
She's got life. She's got energy.
We get asked all the time when we're at shows, how do you get your dog so healthy and shiny and glossy?
DINOVITE.com.
859-428-1000.
The omega-3 fatty acids.
Flaxseed, zinc, alfalfa.
The digestive enzymes that are cooked out of regular dog food.
Dinovite is nutrition.
Just feed your dog right.
Do the Dinovite.
859-428-1000.
859-428-1000. Dinovite for life.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Damian Fagan. He is the CEO of Curio. Welcome, Damian.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for being on Best Bets for Pets. Now, people that had listened to my little intro and people that have cats, and, you know, I was always a dog person, but it started with one. Like one of our show hosts say, Bernadine Cruz, they're like potato chips. You can't have more than one. So I already see numbers 2 and 3 on the horizon, and I'm thinking, oh boy. But you developed a really great product for cats, basically for taking care of the cat litter. But first, let's talk about your company. Curio is a really interesting name. Where did that come from?
Sure. Well, you know, we thought long and hard about the name, and my wife and I sort of brainstormed on it. And then one day to me on a drive, it sort of came to me. I actually collect a lot of sort of turn-of-the-century collectibles and ephemera and old medicine bottles and invoices. And I keep them in a curio cabinet, which is just a traditional way of displaying collectibles. And it dawned on me that curio was really the perfect word because it sort of represents curiosities or curiousness. And of course, cats are curious. And ultimately, curio is in its most basic form a cabinet, really. So we thought the name was a perfect fit. So that's what we went with, and that's how we ended up with Curio as the company name.
I love it. And I love that you collect old bottles and old medicine things. I find them fascinating. I've seen some small museums in some of the local universities, and I just find some of the old medical things amazing. But we're going to talk about...
Absolutely. I think some of that stuff can be really beautiful. Some of it's extremely odd, and all of it is wonderful. So I agree with you. It's a lot of fun to collect that stuff.
But we're going to talk about cats today. Now, how many cats do you have?
We have 2 cats. We have 2 Devon Rex cats. Dolly and Chunkers are their names.
Okay, we had our studio cat, our main studio cat is the Dennis. But we call him the Dennis because he's the boss. And he It started with a meow outside on a cold night and opened the door and he walked and there he stayed. And And now, folks, you're hearing for the first time, our newest addition is Charlotte. She's actually was a kitten from a feral cat that we rescued. And I have a feeling we're going to rescue one of her sisters or brothers, so I can't believe we might have 3 cats in the studio. But speaking of cats, and I'm a dog person. I know everybody's listening. You're like, yeah, and Dennis knows he got under my skin, so he stayed. And you start with one, and you just add, and it just keeps going. But the more, with Dennis and the more I do with cats, one of the things that, of course, everybody with cats goes, ugh, then you have cat litter. And cat litter, it's messy. And like you were describing the Curio cat litter product. But one thing with cat litter, like different types of formats of product, cat litter containers, boxes, or there's a lot of different kinds out there. But not all of them fit all cats. And one of the things is that Dennis is a big cat. He's part Maine Coon. He's a whopping 16 pounds. And what I was thrilled about is that when you developed your product, you thought about the big cats too. And Dennis fits. He has no problem adjusting and using the Curio. So let's tell everybody who's listening thinking, okay, what's the Curio? This sounds like something cool. Tell everybody what it is.
Absolutely. Well, that's so great to hear that the dentist took to his Curio, and we love hearing feedback like that. And it's always wonderful to see other cats really taking to our product. Curio is really, in its essence, an attractive and functional modern litter box solution. And I know that's a mouthful, but we really do think of Curio as a full litter box solution, as opposed to there are a lot of just litter box covers on the market, things that essentially function as a way to hide the litter. And, one of the things that my wife and I, were thinking about when we got our cats about 4 years ago, was that although we were able to hide the litter pan, it still created a big mess inside of the litter box hider, and in some cases outside of it as well. So we didn't think that was a great solution. And really, Curio was born out of the need for us to find a litter box, again, a solution that not only hid the litter pan, because we live in a small apartment in San Francisco, so we don't have a garage, we don't have a yard, our cats are indoors anyway, so we don't have a laundry room. So our litter box is going to have to be out in the open. And so, after, looking across the landscape of the options available, we were really surprised that there wasn't a solution that was both attractive and also very functional. So you could kind of have one or the other. And so we were kind of stunned by that. And so that's really what started our research and development behind Curio. So ultimately what we came up with was really a mid-century style inspired real wood litter box enclosure that also works perfectly with our litter box liner. And that is a 1/8-inch ABS plastic tray that slides in perfectly and is designed to fit perfectly inside the Curio, which is where you actually put the litter. And so by combining these two, we really have a turnkey solution that you can put in any room of your house, and you'll have guests that come over and won't even know that it's a litter box. So it's been a wonderful way for us to combine both the utility of a litter box hider as well as an actual litter box.
Well said. I always look at the products from a consumer's point of view. And one, it was really easy to put together. I love the fact that there is a deep pan because, cats, kittens, they bury their mess. And if it's not deep enough, all the kitty litter comes out. So I love that it's deep enough so that nothing comes out. And it's also large enough because I don't think Dennis is the biggest cat ever, but he's pretty big. And we did have a product that we tried a while ago, and it was just a very decorative cat litter box. It wasn't a solution to hide the litter box and yet make it functional. And he actually used it with, with his head sticking out of the box. So he was doing his business, but he was sticking his head out. And, I have to say, he's pretty easy. He's adaptable. He's part Maine Coon. They say they're the dog of cats. So he's pretty easy with these things. So we want to try it, and he tried it, but he couldn't fit. And cats, like people, come in all sizes. And he took to it right away. I think he likes that it's hidden, because cats like hiding in things, and it's functional, very functional for him. But I love the fact that it's nice looking, very nice looking, simple design. It can go with a lot of different decor, and I mean, you can even double as a side table. It's just very, very functional. It's a great idea.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, that's really great to hear that, a lot of the things that we aim to really communicate with this product are working. And Michelle, the feedback you're giving me is very similar to the feedback that we get on a daily basis. And, we just launched this product formally in June at CatCon in Los Angeles. And so, we're just a few months into it, but the feedback has just been tremendous. So we've gotten a ton of great reviews on our website. We also have an Etsy page that we sell these through. And it's just been uniform. The response has just been great. And, to your point, when we were designing this and we went through at least a dozen different designs, we wanted to make something that would really work for everything from kittens to larger cats. Now, we've had customers that the largest that I know of is a 21-pound Maine Coon, and that cat was able to very successfully use Curio. And we've had other stories of folks with multiple ragdoll cats, 15 and 18 pounds, as I recall. So we wanted something that would be roomy, and our cats are fickle, most cats are, and I think to your point, Michelle, we wanted to provide something that was simultaneously roomy and didn't feel, claustrophobic at all, but also provided a sense of privacy. And so I think we struck the perfect balance with the size that we landed on. And, it has a relatively large opening on the side, so that also helps that sort of sense of privacy, but also some openness. And, we use two Curios in our house. We use one in the back room, which is their Litterbox, Dolly and Chunkers. And then we use one in our front room right next to our living room sofa, and we actually just put pillows inside of it, and our cats use it as a hideaway or a lounge, so they'll often sleep in there. And we also use it it doubles as an end table. So, we put our coffee cups up there, and I have a couple books, and there's actually a lamp on it as well. So it really does function as a multi-purpose piece of furniture. And that's, again, how we sort of approached the design was, hey, let's not think about this as a litter box enclosure. Let's think about this as furniture. Let's think about this as something that people aren't going to want to hide away, and something that people will be proud to display. And so by using the materials that we do, which is real wood, it really communicates a sense of sophistication and style and high quality as well. So we're really happy with what we've come up with.
You said something. I love the fact that, your designs are, like you said, it's mid-century, so it has a little bit of that, but the styles, I think, can go with just about any decor. It's very versatile, the Curios. And I also like the fact that, there's a lot of people that our studio is pretty big, and the cats that, the dentist that he goes home to a place that's a decent size. So we're fortunate for that. But I was in a smaller place, and the litter box was right by the front door because I had no other place to put it. And I know of some people that have it open in the bathroom because they've had cats that were too big to even fit in one. And 21 pounds, and Dennis is pretty big too. So if he could fit and a 21 pound could fit, I think, unless they're starting to make giant cats, I think that just about any cat could fit. But I love also that the fact that you can get a second Curio and make it like a little hideaway for your feline fur kids. And isn't that better than them, digging under the bed or hiding someplace you don't know where they're going to hide, so I think that's a great idea too. It's very versatile.
Yeah, well, thank you. And our cats love it. In fact, we occasionally are putting these together here in our own living room, and our cats, can't wait to jump. As soon as it's upright, they're inside of it. And even though they've been inside of their own thousands of times, they're like, oh, what is this amazingly cool new thing? And, so it's really inviting. And yeah, that's great to hear that you agree that, it's a fun place for cats to sleep and lounge. And, it really does blend perfectly with just about any kind of decor. I mean, that's really the beauty of that mid-century style of thinking is it's very clean lines, it's very simple, and we really think it accommodates a lot of different interior decors. And we wanted to make sure that, because these things are made by hand and because they're made out of wood, they're not the cheapest litter boxes in the world, although the irony is there are litter boxes that are much more expensive that are made out of synthetic materials like MDF and particle board and plastic even that are in the same price range. So that was also very surprising to us, to see what was actually out there. But we're really happy with how these turned out. We do think they're beautiful, and yes, they absolutely function as lounges and places for your cats to just hang and play out.
So all this got me to thinking, do you have any plans for any other future designs, like how to hide a scratching post?
That's a great question, Michelle. And as beloved cat owners, we all know that our cats come first and our house is full of cat things. We have cat trees, we have scratching posts, we have every toy known to man, and of course our Curios. And so Curio for us was the first thing we wanted to tackle because it was the most pressing need for us. So the short answer is, we actually have a couple different products in mind that we're really excited about. And we're currently prototyping one. And we have some schematic drawings for a couple others as well. But, our hope is really to expand Curio into really a full product line and not just to be what it currently is, which is, a litter box solution. But, we think if we can approach cat products from a furniture designer's standpoint and combine the utility of what it needs to be, there's a perfect marriage there where you can have things that are both attractive and functional. And so we do intend to come out with a whole range of products over time.
Fabulous. Now, where can people find Curio?
Sure. So currently we are sold primarily online. The easiest place to go would just be to our website, which is just www.curio, Curio-craft, craft.com. So that's curio-craft.com. So we sell direct. So if you place an order online, everything will ship direct from our studio in Ludlow Falls, Ohio, within 72 hours. So most orders, regardless of where you live in the country, will arrive within a week, in many cases within a day or two from our shop. And we also have an Etsy page. So if you just go to Etsy.com and search for Curio or type in Litterbox, we should pop right up. Those are probably the two easiest places to find us. We do have one brick and mortar outlet in the Los Angeles area called Pussy and Pooch, and they have a beautiful shop in Beverly Hills, and our products are available there as well.
Okay, wonderful. So, Damian, one of the things I loved about Curio is that it came in a flat box, so there wasn't anything big and clunky that took up space in the studio, and putting it together took like seconds. It was so easy. Is this how all the Curio, products are shipped, or for the cat litter?
Absolutely. Well, and that's great to hear. That was another key feature that we wanted to make sure that Curio had, which was one, ease of transportation. We wanted this to be something that could get to our customers very quickly and very economically. And secondly, it was very easy to build. Now, I know we've all had experiences trying to put IKEA furniture together, and I can tell you that trying to put together a chest of drawers from IKEA took me 3 days at one point and was very, very confusing. So we knew that we wanted Curio to go together in minutes and really be foolproof. In fact, my mission was that if you took Curio out of the box it came in, you don't even need instructions. It should be that simple and that obvious. And so Of course, we provide an instruction sheet with the package, and we have essentially a 90-second animated video on our website that shows you very quickly how easy it is to put together. But that was really paramount for us. We know not everybody is an engineer or is a great handy person with tools and deciphering complicated instructions. So we worked really hard to make sure that Curio was a snap to assemble, and you should be able to build it between 5 and 10 minutes. I mean, it really is that easy. And it does come in a really convenient suitcase-style package, so it ships flat. And it's very economical. The shipping is inexpensive regardless of where you live. And again, they ship in just a matter of days. So if you place an order, it will typically ship within 72 hours and be on your doorstep anywhere from 1 to 4 days after that. So that was a huge point for us, was to make this really easy to have delivered and put together. It is not a custom-made thing in the sense that you order it and then you have to wait 6 weeks and then it shows up in a giant bulky container. This is something that ships essentially as soon as you order it and is designed to go together very, very quickly.
And that's one of the things I loved. And our producer put it together, and he's good at building things and tinkering and all that, but he didn't need to read any, instructions, and it was together within minutes. And, well, we've talked about the look. So everybody out there, you have to go to the website and check it out. And if you are listening and you're wondering, what was that website again? Go to Pet Life Radio, Best Bets for Pets, to this episode, and there'll be a link to the site and a picture and some more information about Curio. Damian, I'd like to thank you for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling everyone about Curio and for sending this sample. Dennis loved it. I think it's just great. Hides the litter box, functional, easy to put together, and looks great, and no litter mess. I'm happy. Dennis is happy. What more can you ask? So thank you so much for coming on Best Pets for Pets.
Thanks so much for having me. It's been a real pleasure.
What a great interview. I'd like to thank my guest, Damian Fagan, the CEO of Curio. Thank you so much for sending the sample. What a great product. It's really cool, and I love that it hides the cat litter. Yay! I don't know. We love our pets. We have toys and everything all over the place, but I really like that you can hide the cat litter with this great product that Curio makes. And I'd like to thank my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guest always sound great. I'd like to thank Mr. Dennis for trying out the Curio. He loves it. And I would like to thank everyone listening, all you feline fur parents, and for everyone with dogs as well. The Curio could be nice for some small dogs to nestle up in and cozy in. Keep listening. We have some more great products for all your meows and woofs out there. Thanks so much for listening, and send any comments, questions to Michelle at PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.